What is going on, folks, and welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Unknown Factions, and thank you for joining me for some more Valheim. And today we shall be playing on the Ravenheim server. I am going solo today, but I'm just trying to button some things up and get into the Iron Age. So that is right, yes, we are slaying the Elder today. But first, if you're new here, please do consider subscribing and smashing that like button for me. That way your boy can get a little promotion. Both are greatly appreciated. And with that out the way, let's jump right into it. So as you can see, I am just putting a few little boards around the community refinery, which doesn't look like it's been getting much use. You know, I think everybody's kind of doing their own thing. I did find a carton here with some ore in it, so maybe somebody's using it. But as y'all probably know, because most of you guys are watching all the other creators' videos, everybody's just kind of doing their thing, and we can play together when we have time. Unfortunately, I do have an extremely busy schedule, so I don't get as much time as others to join in with all the streams and stuff. But hopefully that will change. If like the 90% of you that watch subscribe and watch more, your boy will get to the full-time creator position eventually. But as we carry on, I'm just gonna go ahead and put all these little diagonally boards all over the little rail I had, and then put one underneath the bottom side just to make like a little Y. And I'm definitely not doing walls here because it's just a refinery. No need for resting or shelter bonus or anything like that. And then we can just get some storage going. So, you know, I'm just going to do 9 chests on one side and 9 chests on the other for wood and coal on one side and smelted and unsmelted ore on the other. Only thing that's missing out here is a forge. I think I might move my forge from my house back over here. But as I strolled around our little settlement area, I did find this, a quest board. I'm not 100%, I think Mags made this. You know, this is a very clean and pretty board. Definitely doesn't have a male signature on it. You know, usually a little slop here. But I do like what is going on here. It kind of keeps everybody up to date on what's going on and what we need to do. And I had to make my own little contribution on here, which apparently we have a very oppressive mayor here in Ravenheim, collecting land taxes and serving out eviction notices. Yes, you heard it right. I found an eviction notice on my door demanding gold, and I left my own little response. Come and get it if you can, suck a man. But I am leading the rebellion. Or, well, actually, I guess Kaizen, King of Ravenheim, is going to be leading the rebellion, and I am just going to enforce whatever Kaizen says. So, be wary of the ravens. I'm going to switch islands, I think, because they have this huge piece of land sectioned off. And, I mean, I gave my 2 cents worth. You know, there's only 3 of us that are real builders here in Ravenheim. And I'm not too sure how involved everybody is in what's going on. But if they plan on filling this entire area in with buildings, it's going to be in for some trouble. You know what I mean? It's going to be really laggy around here because the people between Versal, Smitty, and me, there's going to be some super high instance rates around this piece. So I think I'm going to have to move my next build a little farther away from here. That way that when it's completed, I don't have to worry about having a 30,000 instance rate or anything like that. But as you can see, they have a huge piece of land sectioned off. Lots of enemies spawning in here, so they're going to have lots of fun measuring out 20 meters every which way to keep animals and stuff from spawning in here. I might not have went so big, but I digress. You know, I mean, what do I know? I mean, I only got like 2,000 hours into this game. Just saying. But moving on, you know, I just wanted to see what everybody else had built here in Ravenheim. And it seems like Mags has this cool little mailbox built out front of her house. And I know she's not like the most advanced builder. I know she's still going through her first playthrough and whatnot on her own streams, but this is the coolest little thing I've ever seen. I have all these community servers that I've played on, and I have never seen anybody make a mailbox, so I decided just to give her a little wood donation. You know, if I had more to offer Mags, I would throw more in there. But this is Mag's little settlement. It is adorable, I am not gonna lie. And obviously, she has her own little mayor notice in front of her house. Jeez, that is a pest. You come around. Somebody came into my house and robbed me. We'll get into that later. Yeah, they put signs up all over the place and robbed me. I could not believe it. I will find the culprits and I will hang them by their toes, I swear. But as I said earlier, we are going to try to venture over to the Elder, so I just need a few materials for a carve. So I'm going to need some hides and some resin and some fine wood and 80 nails, and then we shall build our boat and get the F out of Dodge. And if you didn't know, I am in Versal's little community storage build that he has going on over here. Very beautiful, very fine. I love the use of the stools to make that lattice texture that he has going around the workbench right there. Very, very unique, very well put together. Bravo, sir, bravo. But after gathering up all the little pieces that I need to finish making my boat to get out of here. I ventured back home, and this is where I had found that I had been bamboozled. Somebody has slid into my house and robbed me of all my workbench upgrades. Can you believe it? What debauchery. The malicious intent here. I mean, I know that I trapped Lala or Versal, one of the two, into that pit, and I have been robbed of my stand, so I could not make anything here, so I ventured over to another fellow Raven's place to get a little bit of crafting done. So I visited Kaizen's house to make a few fire arrows, and then we're out of here. So returning back to my little short dock over here at the community refinery to get my carve down. Well, of course, first I'll need a workbench. Boom. Alright. And then it is time to set sail. Beautiful, my first official sail on the Ravenheim server. Yes, that is right. We are out of here. Not even starting with a raft. Rafts are for suckers who wants to drive around on a piece of plywood in the water. I mean, they are so slow, it is ridiculous. I think my first playthrough I drove on the raft for a good 50 days before I ever got a carve, and then once you go carve, you never go back, you know what I mean? The raft is just so horrible. I mean, if you're still on your first playthrough and you haven't got a carve yet, make it a priority. I mean, ASAP, stat, pronto, however you want to put it, get it done quick, because it is worth it, that's for sure. But as you can see, we got to go all the way around the island to the Elder. He is there. I think there's another spawn that Versal had tagged to the north, but it would probably be closer, but I don't have that marked. I did mark the southern one, so we shall set sail and make our perilous trek to the Elder location. Hopefully serpent free. I'll try to stay out of the ocean. Who knows, I might just go in there a little bit, try to get one. It'd be nice to beach one and go ahead and get me some scales going. But upon arrival, I did find that the Black Forest at night is just as hostile as you remember it in the early games, because everything shall kill you and there is a ton of them. Quick tip though as well, don't forget that it's area effect spawn, so as you're running around in the Black Forest, you're going to spawn more enemies the more areas that you load in, so that's how you end up with a massive army of Grey Dwarfs following you. So be careful, be wary, always stop, finish off what you got before you head on. And as you can see, I got a shaman coming up and a dwarf quickly. Come on, drop sail, go, 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 go. Yeah, right. Good thing poison doesn't affect structures. You're not poisoning any wood. I don't know, that wouldn't even make sense. But coming back around, waiting for daytime, that way I don't get swarmed, I went ahead and slapped down a portal back to the house, and we are good to go now. So I have I don't know, 200 fire arrows or so, more than enough to kill Elder. We could probably kill him a couple times, and when of course just rocking some simple food using another fellow Raven's cauldron. I think it's Christie's cauldron over there. We have some jam, some cooked boar meat, and some cooked deer meat, which is more than enough health to get us through this. Hopefully we won't take any licks. Sometimes those tendrils, the little roots sticking out of the ground, can be a little troublesome. You got to kind of work around them. But the Elder's ranged attacks are extremely easy to block, and I'm going to show you all about that right now. Ooh, look at that buck. Oh yeah, we got a fat basket rack right here. Alright, so moving up to the spawn, it's always smart to give yourself a good once over when you get to the Elder. I always run around the entire spawn area to make sure there's no trolls lurking around the edge, because Grey Dwarfs are easy to handle while you're fighting the Elder, but trolls on the other hand, high health, high damage. That's not what you want while you're fighting the Elder. So of course, like I just said, just give yourself a quick once over around the perimeter to make sure you don't have any unwanted enemies around, and then you'll be good to go. So the area looks clean, and we are going to move back to the center. We have our ancient seeds, which you get from, of course, the Grey Dwarf nests and Grey Dwarf brutes, and possibly the shamans. I forget. So easy to get. All you need is 3 of them. You throw them in the burning bowl, and here comes the Grey Dwarf King. Now, he is a dirty mofo. He has a devastating stomp attack that can end you very fast. He has the tendrils he raises from the ground, and he has his ranged vine attack. So that's all you're working with. He does do a little growl scream, but it has no effect. So as you can see, I'm just going to make use of these 4 pillars, a very common tactic. You wait for him to draw back his overhand right, and then that's when you hide. And of course his little uppercut swing, that is the key mark that he is raising tendrils from the ground, which usually only take up like a good 30-meter area. So all you have to do is stay around one corner, let yourself be visible like I just did. That way he'll go ahead and use his range. This will buy you more time. So if you let him see you, he'll go ahead and shoot ranged attack, because if you're hiding, he's going to keep charging to come over and stomp your face in. So and there's his little growl. So we're just going to keep doing this over and over again. This is the best tactic that I have seen, found, or used to take out the Elder. And if done right, you can possibly won't even take any damage. I think I got smacked by a tendril once throughout this entire fight. So it worked out very, very well. Not having much of anything, just a fine wood bow and a few fire arrows and a little bit of food. You know, that's all you need. And I do have the rested buff. I wasn't even sure if I had it anymore. But, so, of course, don't forget your rested buff. Another key important thing that so many people forget to use. Oh, yeah, there it is. Whap! Pap right to the neck. Get smacked by one of them roots. And they can take you out just as fast. If you get smacked by one of them roots, like with the food that I have, and then you get hit with one of those vines kill you so quick. Because it's like 6-7 shots all at once. So it'll be like pat, 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 and put you down so fast. But as you can see, if you wait for him to shoot, and you count like 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, and then already have your bow drawn back, as soon as he's done, 1, 2, 3, you know, pull it back. And as soon as it's done, you can step around the side and pop him in the face. And remembering, of course, to let him shoot his ranged attack, because that slows him down and he will stop charging you. And then you can just jump right back around. Like that. And then, of course, once he gets within like 20 meters of you, he's not going to quit. He'll just keep charging you to stomp on you. So you have to get some distance in between you and the Elder to be able to finish him off properly, you know, from far away. I would love to see somebody melee him. I don't think I have seen anybody melee the Elder, which would be a feat in itself. Go ahead, challenge right now. Let me see somebody do it. But boom, there you have it, and down goes the Wooden King. He is no more. And yes, we now have the head that will give us the buff for the faster tree chopping and the beautiful swamp key. That is what we need right there. Boom. And now off to the swamps we shall go. We will get us some iron armor, because as you can tell, I skipped the troll and bronze armor. It's just another thing to slow you down. You don't need that armor to get through the Black Forest. All you need really is the buckler and the axe, of course, to collect better materials. And it is a banging melee weapon. But that's all I have for you today, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please do hit the like button and subscribe, of course, fools, because I am always cranking out Valheim content. I appreciate you stopping by, and I will catch you guys in the next one.